Well, a special night here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, as Governor Walker has declared this Bob Uecker Day, the statue unveiling of Bob Uecker before the ball game here today. Great ceremony, and we've just tapped into the audio of Bob Uecker and Bob Costas, and I felt like I was watching the 1997 World Series all over again. Bob Uecker joined us in the booth. That was a tremendous treat.
Thank you, Brian.
To hear both of you guys. Did you just leave Costas over there? Is he handling the play-by-play now?
Yeah, no, we turned it over to Joe Block.
He's got to be just wondering what's going on here, right?
Didn't know who Costas was, and I had to.
What a day for you, though, huh?
Oh, man. Rocky, it was beautiful today. Thank you for coming to the ceremony. Brian, you too.
Never miss it.
It was a good time. I had a lot of fun.
How does it make you feel being able to pull in an A-list like that? I mean, all the guys that were there. I mean, Joe Torre. I mean, everybody up on the dice. I mean, that's got to be make you feel good, huh?
You know, they were all. Joe was a former teammate, and we roomed together and lived together while playing in Atlanta. And brother Frank, I played with Frank too, and I always say, had it not been for them two, I think I could have been a decent player.
What does a day like this do for you? I mean, how do you get through a day like that? I mean, a statue out there, you have Aaron out there, and Robin and Bud Selig, and now yourself. I mean, the four of you guys, I mean, you define baseball in Milwaukee. How does that make you feel?
Well, like I said, it's a tremendous honor, Rocky, and you know, Henry was a teammate. Robin, of course, worked through all of his playing days here in Milwaukee. Bud Selig.
A broken bat bouncer over to Segura, who will make the play for the first out.
And Dick Ebersol, you know, one of the biggest names in sports, NBC, the Olympic, Costas, to come in here and MC the ceremony. Mark Attanasio, Doc Severinsen. I mean, I've had such a great time throughout all the years that I've worked. I don't care what it is. Baseball is always my favorite. That's number one. But all of the other things that I've done, I've met a lot of great people, a lot of people that have really become friends over the years, and we continue to stay friends.
Well, we had Dick Ebersol on just a moment ago. He joined us, and he did a terrific job today and told some great stories. But he also, you know, talked about the comedic side of you. I mean, to me, he represents, in context with Bob Uecker as the baseball broadcaster, but he took the entertainment part of you and really turned you into, I mean, you did it on your own, but he's the one who gave you the avenue to turn you into a national superstar, basically. And I asked him, was he ever concerned that he was pulling Bob Uecker away from Milwaukee? And he quickly said no chance, because you never let it get to that point. I mean, you always had it in mind to stay here in Milwaukee.
I always wanted to come back. I don't care what I did in the series that we did in Hollywood, the Mr. Belvedere series. And, I mean, that's a second family to me, and they're here too. But I couldn't wait for spring training to start and for our last show. Not that I didn't have a good time. I did. But to get back to baseball in the spring, there were a couple of weeks where I had to fly back and forth, you know, come over and do a couple of weekend games and then go back and finish up the show. But I always wanted to come back to baseball. I really did. I enjoyed the network stuff, had a great time with Monday Night Baseball and NBC, but I always wanted to come back here and work Rockies games over at County Stadium. I don't care where they were. I enjoyed being back here.
Alex Presley at the plate. Bob Uecker joins us. We'll have him on for the bottom of the inning as well. Hopefully the Brewers will score some runs, and we'll hear Bob. Let me get you to call a little play-by-play if that's all right. We've done that before.
Oh, yeah.
We've done that before, and it's always fun to hear that. So this statue that's up now, and you're going to be able to see this every day. What goes through your mind when, because I know you're a guy who likes to get into the routine. I mean, as funny as you are, but you like the routine of the game and everyday baseball. But this is obviously out of the routine. This is something so different, and it allows us to kind of honor you as a broadcaster and honor you as a comedian. But what goes through your mind on a day like this when you see that statue from Milwaukee?
Well, I think bottom line, Brian, is the fact that I'm here. You know, I'm here, and I've been here for a long, long time. and not bragging, but having had chances to go other places, but I didn't want to go anyplace else. I wanted to be here, and that to me I think is the bottom line. Secondly, I didn't want to be in the statue. So somewhere down the road,
measure once.
Exactly.
We're all stealing your stuff, by the way.
It was a beautiful day. I'll never forget it, and I don't want to forget it. I don't want to ever forget it. That's what kind of a day it was for me.
Well, you've given us some great memories, and you're going to keep doing that because you're not going anywhere. Matter of fact, in just another inning, you'll be over there on the Brewers Radio Network. Thank you,
Brian.
for coming up.
Thank you,
It's
buddy.
been a thrill spending time with you, watching all of this unfold today.
Well, I appreciate it, Rocky.
Thanks.
We've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
And called a lot of your games, and watched you play a lot. We've been friends for a long, long, long time, and I appreciate it.
And that statues deserve it. Thank you for whatever you give to us and me and everybody else. We really do appreciate it. We love you, man.
I thank you, Rock. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll let you get back to work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, B.